Hello everybody, Orphaid here, and welcome to my new Let's Play of ICO, or ICO, I don't know how it's pronounced. I hear ICO a lot more frequently, so I'm going to pronounce it ICO. And I am playing this. Let's just hit new game. I forgot that they don't let you go to an options menu immediately. Oh boy. So just hitting new game started a cutscene. Thankfully this game has very minimal voice acting, so I can actually talk a lot over cutscenes for the most part. But AI The Somnium Files is a long... I'm expecting that game to be a long game, so I decided that while I'm Let's Playing that, I shall be Let's Playing some shorter games. This being one of them. This game is about, I want to say 6 hours long, typically 6 hours long, about. So, it's definitely a shorter one. I probably end up recording this whole game all today, and uploading it, like, whenever I still need to record more sections of, the Somnium Files, but, oh jeez. This game is made by Team ICO. Yep. Their studio name is called Team ICO. You probably know them most for Shadow of the Colossus. But, this is their first game. Also, sorry if the game looks dark. This is just kinda the brightness, I guess, on this. It looks very dark in certain sections. As you'll notice. This fucking sword's so cool! We're going up an elevator. Hiccups. The version I'm playing is the PlayStation 3 remaster with the collection that has Shadow of the Colossus with it. Oh. Oh look, our sacrifice pot's glowing. So, another thing I should note is that I'm playing the US version of the game. I'm going to say this, I do not recommend the US version of the game. If you are playing this, try playing either the Japanese or European version of this game. There are multiple changes from the US version compared to those versions that make the US version the inferior version. So, I will be going over those changes as we go along. But, as it stands, it is recommended that you try and play the European or Japanese versions instead of the US versions. I only own the US version, so that's the version I am stuck playing, but still, it is not the recommended version. But hey, it seems like part of this is giving away, and we're out. There's the boy with horns, we're out. Now this game does not have a lot of script. Ooh. I forgot about this cutscene. And my controller disconnected for some goddamn reason. Probably because we were in a cutscene for so long without it being played. But we're playing. You actually press triangle to jump in this game instead of something like X. But this game is a puzzle game. So you're going around running on puzzles a lot more. But as I was saying, this game's script apparently is supposed to be much bigger. But they apparently but a lot of it got cut out before the initial game's development. So there's actually a lot less dialogue in this game than the initial script of the game. But that was apparent, and that was cut out, apparently. So there's a lot of that. Anyways, moving on. Yep, come here. Yep. James, it's gonna be very slow. I need to very much learn to have patience when playing this game. Oh, there we go. Because if I don't, it's going to lead to me falling to my death. Because I will totally fall to my death and whatnot. Thankfully, you get a huge way to look around with the camera. So if I'm not quite sure where I need to go, I'm just going to look around with the camera. Which, good thing I did. There's a ladder over here. Come here. Oh god, I feel a sneeze coming on. I just cleaned this room full of dust. I cleaned out all the dust. Oh my god. That now a sneeze is coming back. Oh, I think it went away. Jeez, I hate that. I really hate that. Anyways, we can't go anywhere but up, so up we go. Up we go. Oh god, I got stuck. Yep. Here. Yep. Oh, and there's the caves that we saw in that dream or whatever. So we found someone else who is stuck there. So, the good little boy that ICO is going to get him out. Yes, this is ICO. The main character's name is ICO. Named the game after the main character. So, fair enough. Good. Yeah, I definitely really have to be careful around ledges and stuff because falling to your death is something that can be done super easily. And now we have to go all the way back to the game. There's no shortcuts or anything with this game. This game will make you, if you have to go back somewhere, you have to follow the exact same way back. No shortcuts or anything. It is very, very much slow going in that regard. Okay. Which this game's pace is very much slow. Take it slow. There are going to be more examples of that, of how slow this game is as we go along, including stuff including the reasons why I definitely do not prefer the US version. I don't think the US version is recommended compared to the other versions of this game. And we're almost back down. Long stairs. It's really the fastest I've ever done this section, ironically, because I'm actually being patient, ironically, which is making them fast, versus when I normally play. When I've played before, I've been very impatient, and it's actually screwed me over. Anyways. We still need to get her down. We won't know her name. Her name won't be spoken. Well, it will be spoken to at some point in the game, but you'll see. But her name is Yorda. So let's save Yorda. Seems like Yorda's in trouble. We gotta pick up a stick and start bashing the enemies in order to save her. So you'll probably notice during that cutscene that Yorda was speaking a different language than ICO. I forgot that it was just one enemy. Now, do I just press R1 or do I need to hold it? I need to hold it. That is a difference between versions, I think. I need to hold R1, or I think other versions in order to guide Yorda, but in other versions I think you can just press or release, I think. That's one thing. But you'll notice that Yorda was speaking a different... triangle is the jump button. Jeez. You'll notice that Yorda was speaking a different language compared to ICO. I will have translated that in post editing, but I will translate that in post editing. I will either find a translation or I will translate it myself, because there is actually a way to translate that language. Also, we have a couch. Also, yes, there's an entirely new profile on here, which is why the I'm getting trophies for this, but so, yeah, I will have to translate that in post, which is another reason I actually say that the European PAL version's better, because if you beat the game and start a new game plus on the European or Japanese versions, her language is actually translated on a second playthrough. You do not get that in the US version. That sucks. There is also another reason. There's also another thing that is in New Game Plus in those versions, and that is actually a 2-player mode. Yes, this game actually has co-op in the Japanese and European versions. Geez, falling here. In the Japanese and European versions in New Game Plus, but not in the US version. So, there's that. So if you want to have someone be better than Yorda's not so great AI at times, that is something that can be done, but it needs to be a New Game Plus, so that is something there. Also, yes, speaking of Yorda's AI, I believe is better in those versions as well. It's not as bad. Also, enemies are also different in the from the US version compared to the other versions. Those little spider enemies up there, I believe they hurt you in the US version only. I do not believe they hurt you in other versions. I could be wrong about that. But also, enemies in the US version have more health. So, Yorda, please do not follow me down here. So enemies in the US version will actually have more health compared to the other versions. Which brings to me the biggest complaint I have about this game. Combat. A lot of times you will not be able to just run away with the order from combat situations. Like in that situation, I had to get rid of that enemy so I would have time to push the box. A lot of situations like that. And sometimes enemies they take so long to beat because you're holding a wooden stick. There are other weapons in the game other than a wooden stick, which will damage enemies more, but you are going to be using a wooden stick as your main weapon throughout the majority of the game. So, I have to drop down here. So it just ends up being really annoying having to just sit here and wail on enemies for what feels like forever. How do I open this door again? I can't remember how to open this door. My brain's not doing good right now on this part. So it's just the biggest complaint I have about this game because you'll be wailing on enemies forever and it just feels like a waste of time a lot of times. A lot of times combat encounters in this game will just feel like they're a waste of time rather than anything challenging or interesting. It's incredibly annoying. Also, I'm just going to call for Yorda over here so that she starts running over here. Because we could do that. We can call for Yorda in order to save some time. Also, Yorda cannot climb chains. She can climb ladders, but she cannot climb chains, so we will need to drop this box down for her. Time to start beating up more enemies. The way you get a game over in this game is if the enemies are able to take Yorda back to the black hole and she gets sucked in. Thankfully, you can pull her out. I will say if ICO gets attacked, you will be stunned for a while, which is not great. And because that stun is a long time. So, combat encounters just feel annoying. Like, right here, I'm leading Yorda closer to our goal, but now I just kind of have to wait for the enemies to come to me so that I can start beating on them. And sometimes it might be best to let Yorda get captured, get grabbed, so that you have an easier time hitting them. Get back here, you jerk. God's sakes, come here. Ugh. See, this is annoying. If you screw up because you get hit and then you're stunned for a while, then they take Yorda back, drag her all the way back. You gotta wait for the enemy to pop up again, and then you gotta beat them, and then it's like, it's really, really annoying. I'm showing these combat encounters for this first part, but in later parts, I'm probably just going to speed up these combat encounters. And they like to dive under the floor and avoid my attacks. Jerks. Oh my god, just die already. I'm showing these combat encounters just to get you an idea of why they're so painful to deal with. For this first part, but in the future parts, I'm probably going to speed this up, so yeah. It's really annoying. I do not like fighting enemies in this game. I feel like they just take way too long, and Yorda's AI is not always the greatest at avoiding them. She will a lot of times sit there or follow you. Either sit there doing nothing, which is not great, and I definitely hold R1 to keep her close to me and try and keep away from the black portals. It's not great. I believe they improved her AI significantly in the other versions outside the US version, but still, it's still not super great. It sucks. I hate the combat in this game. This game has great puzzles. It is very much a puzzle game more than anything else, and I love the puzzles, but the combat in this game is it's miserable. Speaking of which, here's another combat encounter. This is probably actually my least favorite combat encounter in the whole game. I really hate this. You very much are limited options. The enemy, they introduce flying enemies. You can get knocked off of this tower to your death. When they pick up When they pick up Yorda, they will start flying away with her, meaning I have to jump in the air to hit them. They're a lot harder to hit when that happens. I hate this combat encounter specifically. It is where the first time in this game where I just thought, yeah, it's the first time in the combat encounter, just really annoying. I hate it. The rest are not great either. They're on levels like that. I really absolutely. And here's more! Just when I thought it was over, there's more. See? It's always when you think it's over, there's more. And it's always when you think you're done fighting all the shadowy creatures that, no, there's more. You think you're done fighting shadow demons, and now there's more. And Yorda is so slow when climbing ladders. I cannot just climb the ladder and then trust that she'll be fast enough to go down it, fast enough to avoid them. No, Yorda is incredibly slow in climbing ladders, so I cannot just go down the ladder with her. She's way too slow for that. I was trying to avoid getting hit. That did not happen. You got stuck for a second. That was great. Thank God I can hold R1 to focus the camera on her, so I know where they're going. Ugh. Come here. Come here. Now we wait for him to come back, so we can murder him. I hear the flapping of his wings. Come here. Why did they have to increase the health in the US version? Why? Why is the health increased version? God, it sucks. I also don't know what ICO is saying here. He's saying that? I don't know if he's saying something like come here or something. But yeah. Yeah, see how slow she's going down ladders? They seems to take it one step at a time like this. Really annoying. I think I want to go that way, I think. Which way am I going in this place? It's like, do I go left or right? I don't remember. One of these ways is the way you want to go. And the other is not. I hope I went the right way. I did not go the right way. Great. Lovely. I have to hold R1 like this whole time just to make sure that she stays up with me. And even then you could still see her being a little slow. So it's just like you get pulled back by Yorda a little bit. It's slow. I know it seems like I'm everything about this game is just me complaining. I do like this game a lot. It's a great game. It's just the problems I have with it are very much mostly Yorda related on the enemies. I'm just getting my complaints out now while we're here. This at the beginning before we get to the good stuff. But yeah, it's... Yeah. Come here. There we go. Now we take this card all the way to the end so we have a platform to actually reach up to that area. Alright. Moving on. I'm gonna save just to be safe after I don't like that after that combat encounter. See, look at Yorda's AI. Like, got her up here and then she... Really? I've seen you climb the other ledge by yourself, but you can't climb this ledge? So now you climb it by yourself. Her AI. You can see the problems with her AI right here already. You can see the problems with her AI already. Wonderful. Anyways. What we have to do here, oh god, climb up, Eco, thank you, and hold the hand out, and if you were to trust to be able to do this. You know, at first split I'm complaining about Yorda's AI. Her AI is still better than Trico for the Last Guardian. That AI is an example of an AI that has way too many complex systems going on that it cannot solve puzzles for you properly. Oh god, Trico's AI in the Last Guardian is not super great. Oh god, that one was not super great with the AI. Be very careful in this section. Just take your time here, or else you're going to fall to your death. I know, because I've fallen to my death in this section way too many times from being impatient and trying to go fast. No. Climb up. All the way up. Now, oh god, careful. It's still, whatever, at least bouncing on here is still better than trying to bounce on the tire ropes in Sonic Unleashed. Now, oh god, I need to be like right at the edge so that I can like, woof! So that I can, can you jump that or do it? Okay. Good, she got it. Why did you turn around? That was not me. That was not me. Eco just randomly turned around as I was trying to jump onto the chain. And I'll be right back. Okay, grabbed onto the chain this time. Didn't go flying off into the ether. Ether? I don't know if that's the correct thing. I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles, if you couldn't tell by me saying ether. It's ether or aether. It's the correct word. I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles in my free time. Drop. Thank you. Drop. Drop. Cool. And Princess Switch again. Can't believe I died like that. I cannot believe I died like that. Oh my god. Let's not die like that again. Oh my god. Alright, let's do this again, but in reverse. So go up and down. Not falling to our deaths. Okay. There we go. Hold out our hand for Yorda. Yorda, come here. Yorda, please do not get stuck on stuff. Yorda, please. Please. Please come here. Please, Yorda. Please. You're taking your time. Thank you. Thank you, Yorda. And with getting over here, this is where we are going to end this part. Because this is, I feel, is a good stopping part for this first part. I feel as if this is like where I would say the end of the tutorial is, and the game starts picking up from here pretty much. So yeah, this is where we're going to end it. And next time on ICO, we will continue to try and find our way out of this castle. It's definitely an interesting game, and you're seeing already the problems I have with it at the beginning of this game. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like ICO's opening. I think as the game continues on, it gets better once you get to a certain point, but this beginning part here, I don't really like and don't think it's a super great. But that is going to be it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part, and I hope you have a good day.